Morning, Coach. We'll get
Hey,
started here with Bo and then Dave.
Doug, what was the process like of game planning this week for Jalen? How was it different than it might have been under Carson?
No different. We install plays, we go practice, we meet. I mean, the process is the same. We're just getting Jalen ready this week to play.
And are there like a package of plays that you think makes more sense for him than Carson?
Well, I'm not going to reveal the game plan, so I'll probably just leave it at that.
Go ahead, Dave, and then Jeff.
Hey, Doug, good morning. Just want to confirm that Carson is your backup on Sunday, and
Yes.
How did he handle this week?
He's handled it like a pro. He's gone out to practice. You see him. He's taking reps, obviously, with the service team and providing a really good look for our defense, and has done a great job in helping Jalen, and he's been involved in the meetings and just what I expected.
He's your backup on Sunday?
I believe I said that. Yes.
Go ahead, Jeff, and then Zach.
Doug, how do you assure Carson that this is just a blip on the radar and that he's part of the team moving forward?
Listen, Jeff, I think it has to go. It's a two-way street, right? He's got to take ownership. We have to take ownership. We got to continue to be collaborative and talkative through it. We got to continue to work and build. And I said this earlier in the week, and I'm going to continue to say it because I truly believe that he can get back to the type of quarterback that he was even a year ago. I just think we can get it. We can get him there, and look forward to that opportunity.
Zach and then Tim.
Hey, good morning, Doug. Who's the right guard this week, and are you calling plays this week?
That's two questions, Zach.
Yes, I'm trying to be efficient here.
Well, let me just go right here and just tell you that Jason Peters is going to miss the rest of the season. He has elected to have surgery on his foot, on his toe. I'm going to tell you something. It's an injury that we've known about, and he's literally battled through it. He's done everything he can for this football team. I tell you what, I appreciate Jason Peters a lot. He means a lot to me personally, not only on the field but off the field as well. And so he's going to be missed. He wanted to be out there with his teammates for the remainder of the season. It's just to the point now where the injury is a little bit too bad for him to continue. So he'll have surgery and miss the rest of the season. And so Herbig will be the right guard.
And are you calling plays?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Tim,
You want to
and
call
then
him?
Jimmy.
I would. I don't know if you want me to, though.
Well, I mean, you guys think it's so easy, so come on, let's go.
Fair enough.
Go ahead, Tim, and then Jimmy.
Just one red zone, Doug.
What's that?
I just want red zone plays. That's it.
You just want red zone?
Yeah.
Tim, you would run the ball every down. So now you're gonna do that.
Well, not necessarily. I wanted to ask you about how Jalen Hurts and what he's showing you in practice this week, Doug, and how's the team responding to him?
Well, to answer the second part of it, the team has responded well. They've embraced this this change, this opportunity for him, and that's what good teammates will do, right? They'll support the guy that's in there, and they're supporting him and doing a great job there. And then Jalen is he's a natural leader. We saw that. Obviously, talking to his college coaches, whether Alabama or Oklahoma, just a natural leader, and he's now that he's in this position, you can see that he's coming out and really talking to his guys and talking to Kelsey and wanting to understand, asking really good questions in the meeting, and not only to press but also to me and to Stout, and really wants to gather all the information he can, but. He's doing a nice job.
Jimmy and then John McMullen.
Hey, Doug, you've prepared for the Saints defense all week. What have you seen from Malcolm Jenkins? How's he playing? How are they using him? Yeah, that's it.
I'd tell you, Malcolm's a great player, and they use him in many different sort of roles on defense. you'll see him as a half-field safety or a quarter safety. You'll see him in the box as a dime linebacker, a lot like he was used here. He's a great blitzer, as you know. He's a great open field tackler. He does well in coverage on bigger the tight ends, and just really, I think, settling into his role. Early on in the season, this defense has really gotten much better as the season has progressed. When you watch him from the beginning of the year to today, and obviously he's a great leader. You see the communication on film. But yeah, he's playing really well right now.
Go ahead, John, and then Mike.
Hi, good morning, Doug. Kind of following up on the Malcolm question, what do you mean to you as a head coach and a leader in that locker room, and also that Saints defense, number 1 overall? Did you think about, hey, maybe I don't want to put Jalen in against this particular defense first, or was that more about you guys than anybody else?
Well, on the question of Malcolm, what he meant to me and this organization, I mean, he meant the world, really, because he was a staple on defense, number 1. He was a leader on my player committee. He did a lot of things in our community here for not only for the Eagles organization, but for himself personally and marketing his brand. All the things he does off the field that we've seen him do, just a tremendous leader. Guys just gravitate to him, and just a really good person. And then as far as, making the decision, listen, this is the National Football League. Every week is difficult, and it doesn't matter that, it just so happened he's going up against the number 1, rated defense. But, it's hard to win games. You've heard that before. It's hard to win. It's probably easier to lose them than it is to win. And that goes without saying each week. And so it really doesn't matter the week that you pick or I select, to make this move. This is the NFL.
Mike, and then Ed Kratz.
Doug, earlier in the week, you brought up some potential changes on the offensive line. Obviously, we're going to see that, but you also brought up some potential changes at wide receiver. With Jalen having so much work on the scout team, would it make more sense to get some of those younger guys involved that he's had a lot more work with this year?
How much younger do we have to get than Hightower and Travis Fulgham and Jalen Rager?
Well, I mean, sorry.
No, I know what you listen. I know what you mean. They're all young, but no, it's a good point because I think Quez Watkins has a really good relationship with Jalen. They've been throwing a lot together on the service team. JJ now coming back and getting in the mix. He's been working a lot with him. So it does make sense. To your point, that's something we'll look at today. We got another day of practice, red zone today, and we'll make that final determination going into the game.
Go ahead, Ed, and then Ruben.
Hi, Doug. Other than a win from Jalen on Sunday, what are some things you'd like to see from him in order to consider it a successful start?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. I mean, obviously, we want to take care of the football, right? Ball security is something we talk about each week. We want to see him execute the offense, how he executes it, right? I mean, again, I'm not going to ask him to beat Carson Wentz. I want him to be Jalen Hurts, and how he views, the offense. And so just execution. We got to get in and out of the huddle. My job is to get him the play in a timely manner. He's got to be able to communicate, get it out of the huddle, get the snap, all of that. And then we need to score points. I mean, that's the thing. We got to continue to stay positive on first down. We got to score when we get in the red zone because we know the Saints can score as well on offense. So those are just a few things that I would like to see, coming out of this game.
Ruben, and then
besides the win.
Right.
Hey, Doug, I was wondering if in your conversations with Jason Peters, if he indicated that he'd like to continue playing beyond this year.
You know what? I have not had those conversations with him at this time.
Go ahead, Bob, and then Rob Motti.
Hey, Doug, the quarterback change. How challenging has this been for you to get him ready? And how excited are you about seeing how all this is going to work, or is it's going to work out on Sunday?
Well, I mean, the I guess the challenging part of just now him, taking the offense this week, right? Commanding the huddle, directing the show, like I mentioned earlier, calling plays, running the offense. All of that's the sort of the challenge of this week. Finding a set of plays that he's really comfortable with, within our playbook, and then going out and executing during the week. And that to me has been the hardest or the most challenging part, is just getting getting that together for him, and then going and preparing against this great defense. And and then as far as just the excitement, I'm looking forward to him playing, and see where and see what he can do. I mean, again, this, we all know this is going to be a really good test. It's going to be a test for our offense. It's really going to be a good test for our whole team, not just him, but for our whole team, because this is a good football team. Obviously, this is a playoff team, Super Bowl caliber team, well coached. So it's a great opportunity for every member of our staff, my staff, and the players.
We have time for a couple more, so let's do Rob and then wrap it up with Martin.
Hey, Doug, you speak very highly of Malcolm Jenkins. Jim Schwartz has spoken very highly of Malcolm. He expressed this week that he felt undervalued by the decision makers. How disappointed were you that this business decision was made to move on from Malcolm?
Rob, and listen, we have a lot of respect and for Malcolm, and we all know there's a lot of tough decisions that have to be made, every year. Great players are going to come, great players are going to go, and again, it just goes back to I have a lot of respect for Malcolm, what he did for this organization. Obviously helped us win a championship, and yet we do realize that sometimes the business side is the ugly side of what we do, and sometimes it's unfortunate, and good players, good people, coaches the same way have to move on, and it's just the way our business is.
Go ahead, Martin.
Hey, Doug, how does Jalen Hurts' ability in the read option and everything, how does that help the running game, particularly Miles Sanders? Does that make the Saints obviously have to guess more and everything?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the Saints offense too with Taysom Hill, he's a running quarterback, right? So you have to be alert for Kamara, and you got to be alert for Taysom and the guys. The zone read. It's just another running back on the field playing the quarterback position. When you elect to do that, and it's the same with Jalen. Quarterback that can run, and it can help your other running backs, right? Free up some things. If you have success doing that, it can help the other guys positively, because it does kind of slow the defense down, or at least keep them in a position where you can, maybe take advantage of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.